Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to add a blog post to your website. So once you're logged into the back end of your website, you come over here to the left hand menu and you'll be able to see an option for posts. So if you hover over it, you'll see all posts or add new. So initially when you come to your website, you won't have any posts on it at all. So you want to come, if you check all posts, yours won't have anything. But this demo site that we've got here, we've loaded up a couple of blog posts. So once you start blogging, this is where all your articles will appear for you to edit them if you want to make changes or do anything, and you can see them here in the back end. But now to add our first blog post, all we have to do is click add new here or add new in the post tab, and it'll give us the option to add our new blog post. So the first thing you'll see when you click add new is you want to enter a title. So our blog post title. Enter whatever your article's about there, and that'll be the title for your blog post. Then what you can do is you can come down here and you can click and you can add the body content for your article. So you can write as much words in there as you want. And then you can see it's basically like editing a Microsoft Word document. If you want to bold something, you can bold it, italics it, you can center stuff. So it's all very straightforward there. So there's a lot of options that you can do in your body content here. So I'm going to jump over to a post that I've already done and show you through a few of them. Okay, so this post's called a step-by-step guide to changing banks. So here's our article that we've written. So the first thing you'll see is that we've got a couple of headings throughout the post. So the way to do that is you highlight some words that you want to make your heading, and then you come up here and you can choose which type of heading you want. So heading 1 is the heading that's used for the title of your page. So your step-by-step guide to changing banks. So you don't want to make anything in the post that. But then you've got options for heading 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to 6. Normally you just use heading 2 and heading 3. So a heading 2 will be slightly smaller font than your title of your page. And then heading 3 will be smaller than that again. So we've got this here as a heading 2 for the first step is to start your search. And we've got some more content. And they've got a link out to another related article. So to add a link, basically what you do is you just highlight some words. So let's say we want to link to a tool with other bank, a negotiation tool with other banks. And we can come up here and click insert link, and then we can type the link that we want those words to hyperlink to. So let's just say we want to link to google.com. We can add that, and then that's in there. If we decide that we don't want that link or we want to change it, all that we have to do is highlight it again, and we can click edit. We can remove it, and it's gone there. Or we can change it to another link. Then the next thing you'll see is we've got a picture here. So to add a picture, let's say we want to add a picture in here. We can just add a space. We come up here to add media. And if we click that, there's two options here. So there's your media library, which is all the images that you have on your website. So it's going to have some of your pictures that you've loaded up, maybe some pictures of your properties, stuff like that. So if you find an image in here that you want to use, you can use that. Alternatively, you can go up here and click upload files. And then you can upload a file from your computer. I'm just going to select one from our media library. And we'll use this one here. Now we've got a couple of options. We can align it in the center, on the left, on the right, or none. So I'm just going to leave it in the center here to start with. And then we've got the size option. So the full size of this image, it's really large. You can see it's 1400 by 450. So you can change that here. You can change it to a smaller size image. So I might go down to 495 by 400, which is just a little bit smaller and better for our blog post. Then when you're ready to insert it, you can just click insert into post. Now you can see the image here. And once you've added the image, you've got a couple of options to edit it as well. So if you click on the image, you can change the alignment of it. So if you align it left, it makes all the words go over to the right of it and it sits in with it there. So you might have to fix up the rest of your text. You can align it center again, or you can align it right. So I'm going to put it back in the center, there. And then if you want to delete the image, you can click X to delete it, or you can edit it and change the settings that way. So I'm just going to remove this image, take it back to what the article originally looked like. Now another thing that you might want to do is add a video to your blog post. So this might be a video that you've created, or just another video that you think might be relevant to the topic and enhance the article. So let's say you've got a YouTube video. I've found one over here of John McGrath talking about taxes. So the way we add this to our website is we come to the YouTube video here, we click share, and then what YouTube does is it generates us this link. We can then copy this link, and if we come over into our blog post, we can click paste, and then it'll automatically come up in our post. And now another thing that we can do is, while we're working on a post, we can preview it. So this will show us what it looks like live on the website, because obviously it doesn't look like this. So if we click preview, I just want to see that the videos come up in the right spot and that everything's looking all right. So you'll see here's our article, and here's our video that we've just added. And then there's the pictures and stuff like that. One last thing that you'll want to do before you finish your blog post is add a read more link. So basically what that does, I'll show you live on the website. So this is our blog page, which is where all the articles come up, is it just makes this little read more link here. So rather than showing the whole article on the blog page, what it does is it just shows a little snippet and a preview, and then if the viewer likes what they've read from the headline and the little preview, they can click to read more. And then that way you can show more articles on your blog post page rather than just having it swamped by one article. So this is kind of the way that news websites lay out their content and stuff like that. So it looks a lot more neater too. So what you want to do is, I'm going to delete this one and show you how to add a new one. So you just click in the spot that you want to add it. Normally I add it after the first paragraph or two. You come up here and you click insert read more tag, and that'll insert it wherever you've added it, wherever you clicked at the time. And if you want to move it, you can just basically click and drag it. You might move it down there below those bullet points. And then when you click update, that'll add it to that position. I'm just going to put it back up here. Okay, now there's a couple of other things that we need to do before we publish the blog post. So the first one is to add a category. So I've added a couple of categories already to my blog. If this is your first blog post, you won't have any here. So basically, a category just helps to sort your posts on your blog page so as people can help find them. So you can create a category about whatever you want. I wouldn't make too many, but just enough so as you can define what the article's about. So if you wanted to add a new category, you can add one here and you can type in whatever you want. And if you click add, that'll add it up there. So you just want to select the category that your article is most relevant to. Once you've done that, you can then scroll down here and add some tags. Basically, tags just help to sort articles on your website as well. So you can give your article 2 or 3 tags, which is just 1 or 2 words about the article, so it helps to sort it out in the layout of your website. So you might add a tag for this article as banks. You click add and it'll add it down there. If you want to delete the tag, you can click the X and it'll delete it. Then the final thing you have to do is to set a featured image. So basically what a featured image is it's this big image here that is, your defining image for your article. So when someone's on your blog page, this is the image that they see that tells them about the blog post. So when they click it, it'll take them to the actual article itself. This image is really important because it really tells people what they're in for when they click on the article. So we want to make sure that this image is a large image so as it stretches the whole way across the page when we're displaying it in our blog post. So if we come down here, I've already set a featured image for this article, so I'm going to remove it. And then if I wanted to add a new one, I just have to click set featured image. So again, it's just like adding an image to your website. You have your media library here, which is every image on your website, or if you wanted to add a new image, you could upload one from your computer. So I'm just going to go back to the original article that we already had and set it as our featured image. So after you've done that, you're ready to make the article live. So because this is already an article that I'd published on my website, we just made some changes. It says update here. So if I click that, it'll be updated and go live to the internet for everybody to see. If this is your first blog post, or if you're just writing a new blog post, this won't say update, this will say publish. So that'll be publishing your blog post onto your page.